Hi, I'm Dannii Supernova, and it's Wednesday, which means it's my turn to record a video for FiveNerdyFriends. I'm doing this as a favor to my friend Emily, whom I met on LiveJournal, and she somehow talked me into it. So, this week I am talking about my current fandom obsession, The Messenger, with Milla Jovovich, John Malkovich, Faye Dunaway, and Vincent Cassel. I mentioned Vincent Cassel even though he is a B character because I think he's the hottest guy in the whole movie. The Messenger is the story of Joan of Arc, told kind of a more modern way. The premise of the film, and what really makes it great, is the way that it questions itself, and questions the validity of Joan without really deciding on an answer. The ending is still very ambiguous. This movie, I have to warn everyone who plans on taking me at my word, it is incredibly heavy. Incredibly heavy. Do not watch this movie to feel better about yourself. But anyway, I'm recommending this movie because I love Milla Jovovich. I love Luc Besson, which is apparently a very unpopular opinion these days, but whatever. And because I love the very subtle, weird medieval love story that goes on in the film. The love story is between Jean, that's how they say it in the film, it's a French film, and Jean, her bodyguard Alon, and one of her knights, Gilles Douret, who is a historical figure and is the basis for the Bluebeard fairy tale in France, because he was accused of killing over 100 children and hung at Nantes after fighting with Jean. There's a huge conspiracy behind it that apparently, he was set up by all these people to so they could get his money because he was a very rich man. But all of that aside, that's for another week. And all that aside, this is a really weird, subtle love story. Like, if you really like overly romantic things, you're not going to find much here. But I love this film and this particular love story because it's so subtle and so just really, really, really sad and kind of desperate and tragic. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, Alain is her very devoted servant. He cares about her. I believe the line that really sums up their entire relationship is he tells her when everyone is abandoning her because her voices have gone, and they think she's crazy, he tells her, I believe in you more than anyone else. And there are all kinds of little tiny moments between them, and also her and Gilles Douret, who's played by Vincent Cassel, who's super hot, in that weird, ugly guy kind of way. You know what I mean. And he's the only person to consistently question her and question whether or not she's really a messenger of God and who she is. He finds her very attractive because he can't have her. So there's definitely this very, intense sexual pull between them. And anyway, I really love the push-pull, desperate, courtly love BS that's going on there with that movie. It's one of the main reasons I like the movie. The other reason I like this movie is because it's a little more realistic, it questions whether or not, Joan of Arc was schizophrenic. It has Dustin Hoffman playing, literally the creepiest, most awesome character ever. It has giant battle scenes. It's got hot guys running around in armor. It has Milla Jovovich with this really intense, crazy haircut, screaming her head off, and she plays Jeanne in a very interesting way. Not a lot of people will like it. She did win the Razzie for Worst Actress that year for this film. But she plays it with a lot of crazy, but at the same time, a lot of innocence to her character, which is really what comes out with the push-pull of a Law and Dewey and their sort of thing. And if you're a Dexter fan, you might want to check this out because Desmond Harrington, who plays Quinn in the later seasons, is along. This film features a stellar cast, stellar sets, amazing props, costumes. The final scene will leave you in tears. It's got a lot of black humor as well, a lot of violence. Just, in my opinion, a very great, epic film. And if you didn't like it, sorry. But I loved it, and that's why I'm recommending it here, because I couldn't think of anything better to talk about. Anyway, that's the video for Wednesday. See you next week.